Hi guys, it's Deborah with Deborah's Blue Tarot. I hope everyone is doing well and feeling well, no matter what time zone you're in. I hope your day is either good or was good, etc. This is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. This is just my impressions of my cards, my tools. To get an idea of what I'm talking about, we will be using my pendulum today. I did this. Uh, anyway, I have a bunch of questions, and I did a brief video for the morning already, and I thought I might come on. I'm done with, you know, all the stuff that I needed to do, and I thought I might come on and catch up on some of my questions. There's a lot. I think I mentioned I keep them all on my phone, and let's just clear all this stuff out. Oh, Marietta Berto, you're so kind. If you're here today, I hope you heard that. Thank you. Yeah, I know I have a rash. I don't know what it's from. I don't even care. Anyway, I have some questions that I've collected, one of which grabbed my eye because I think it's been here for a while, on Peter Theal. And I know that someone asked me about it a while ago, and I may have just simply forgotten or didn't look far enough back. But I'm going to read on Peter Thiel today. Let me just come right out and say this because I always remember after I shut the video. Happy Gay Pride Month to everybody, whether you are gay or identify as such or not. That's not relevant to me because love is love. So, this is my Morgan Greer. I know Linda G uses this deck a lot. This box is almost destroyed. Look at that. Look what I've done. Anyway, I used to use this a lot when I was first learning tarot, and this was one of my first decks without any kind of keywords. I got it because of Linda. I watch her a lot, and I watched her all the way back. And I remember the first video Sheila did. I picked up on Libby later, but I love her channel. And there's so many others. I'm not going to sit here and just shout them out. But because we probably all follow pretty much the same people, I kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever do this, like you go through your list of subscribe channels and you kind of go, I never watch her anymore or him or whatever. And maybe you will go back to that creator and, watch again. Before I read today, I want to get some information about Peter Thiel. Peter Theal. An American entrepreneur. Oh, okay. I didn't even know this. So he's 57. His spouse's name is Matt Dan, Dan Danzison, portfolio manager at Theal Enterprises. Okay. No, Jeffrey Epstein invested with Peter Thiel, and his estate is reaping millions. Wow. Well, how would I know such a thing? Aren't they all just one little circle? You know it's only okay to be LGBTQ plus identified if you're very wealthy. You knew that, right? I hope. It's very, very interesting. I did not know this. Um, at all about EPS. Very, very, very fascinating. And let's see, our vice president, quote, quote, used to work for Mr. Theal, as I understood it. Wow. I find that fascinating. Let's do a quick little read on Mr. Theal. And I mean quick because this creepy energy, and I find him to be a creep. The vice president, I meant. This creepy energy is really bad. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards. I want to see. The Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. This is according to the Morgan Greer. A new youth finding his way. We know that the pages are young. A youth developing emotional understanding of self and others. A new beginning. A birth of opportunity. So that's kind of the vibe of the deck. The Two of Swords. This is a card of choices. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This is a karma card, and it's upright. Go figure. So, I swear this looks like Jason Kelsey. Am I lying? The first thing I thought of was him when I saw it. I'm like, holy crap. Yeah, the wheel keeps turning, and now it's upright. And this is a 10, a completion card. And it's about karma. The next card is the Seven of Wands. What are they saying for the Wands? Oh, wands are about action and movement. Seven, oh, they call them Ra's. Validity of one's principles are under attack by adversaries. The courage to uphold these principles create advantage. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. And the last card is the Ten of Pentacles. This is also a completion card, like the Wheel of Fortune. And in the case of Peter Theal, the pentacles are likely to be money. Yeah. Financial power, inheritance, etc., etc., etc. The High Priestess, things that she's keeping close to her chest. What do they call the High Priestess? They say in their little thing, penetrating intuition. Now she's a card of power from within. The Star. Why, look. She's unclothed. What a horror. 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 Not that word you think I may have said. Horror. As you can see, she's pouring water back into the pond. So she's refilling the earth, basically. And the Star, while it's, we all have our own impressions. The Star is always my United States card. I don't know why. It's just how it makes me feel. Like the original flag. It is the card of hope. And abundance. Let's see what else Mr. Theal's got. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Making a deal. With whom? Certainly not the King of Cups, who is my Joe Biden card, and the same energy. Who else could I see being this card? It's my Joe Biden card. The King of Cups is at the top of the food chain here. He's a deeply held beliefs. He's a king. He's emotional. The Two of Pentacles, your balance. You're off balance, Mr. Theal. The Queen of Cups. Equally, let's see, what do they say about their queen? A warm and loving woman. Great emotional depth. I would have to agree. the Queen of Cups. There's something, the Chariot. Something's happening. Here's what's happening, folks. The Chariot and the Tower. Well, Mr. Theal, you, sir, are going to have some issues with all this information coming out and your protege hiding. Gee, I remember when Bill Clinton and Al Gore were president and vice president, Al Gore had a significant role. And I remember when George W. Bush and Dick Cheney were president and vice president, and Dick Cheney was in charge of himself. And I remember Barack and Joe had a lot on his plate as well. Information. Here it comes. There has been some talk in the Hermit going within, intelligence lighting their way, deep in thought. The Knight of Swords. Legal. The Lovers. Now, third deck, third time, I've pulled out the Lovers. Shady and Mr. Theal. Might this be you? The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Rods. The source and the origin of spiritual strength. Sorry, there's my ace. Page of Swords. Look at all that smoke coming out of those chimneys. That's some dirty air. Young, legal mind. Pages are young. A youth observing the principles of power. Who might that youth be? Might it be a well-educated, youngish man, unmarried at the time, unmarried to a woman at the time? Mr. Theal, don't tell me you're cheating. The King of Swords. Powerful, sharp, mature. Yep. This could be the Chief Justice, who was likely put on the court by societies, groups that Mr. Theal is a member of, along with a lot of these Federalist types. Four of Pentacles, holding on to what you have. You better hold on, dude. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. And the Nine of Pentacles. Happy. Oh, she's so happy with what she's got. You should be. The Queen of Wands. Da, 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 da. The Queen. Let's see exactly. An honorable woman, loving and loyal. Maybe it's Mrs. Shady. I really don't know who it is. Three of Cups. This is a celebration card. The Ace of Pentacles. Bringing forth money and earthly goods. The Nine of Swords. Being restricted. I would say that Peter Theal clearly is a very smart, like as in intelligent man who has not only inherited some money, but also has made some money and mentors people. Is part of an association, if you will, of groups. You know what makes me wonder is how is it okay with the conservative movement, just in a general sense, to be hating on people who are LGBTQ plus, etc., etc., and yet it's okay as long as they've got cash. I just don't. I'm not getting it. All right, let's look at this. Spirit, is Peter Thiel a honorable man? No. Spirit, is Peter Thiel involved with the Heritage Foundation? Oh, yes. Well, fascinating. Let's do some rapid fire yes, no's. All right. I'm going to delve into this topic on a standalone, but I just want to ask this question of the one force, the one source. Spirit, have extraterrestrials been on the planet Earth for more than 100 years? Have they been on planet for more than 1,000 years? Have ETs been on the planet for more than 1,000,000 years? These are all yeses, folks. So anybody who tells you that you're crazy, actually, no, actually, you're crazy. We'll do a more in-depth on that, like on a standalone. Did I happen to mention Happy Gay Pride Month? I'm sure I did this morning. Anonymous and their announcement. Will Anonymous be releasing an announcement or some documents or some information in very short order? Yes. Will they be releasing this information about someone specific? Yes. Will they be releasing this information? Clear, please. Will they be releasing this information about the felon? Yes. Will they be releasing this information about his past personal proclivities for today's youth or yesterday's youth? Yeah. And let's see what else. The negative of the phone, of course, is that it keeps going into, you know. Will Anonymous be coming out with information about the military? No. Will somebody be coming out with information about a promise made, uh, about military assistance? Really? Yes. What kind of military assistance, I wonder? Were we promising somebody that we would help them? We were? Well, who would that be? Were we promising Netanyahu that we would help him? Yes. Were we promising any of our adversaries, our likely adversaries, that we would provide them with help from our military? That's a yes. Go figure. Will Anonymous be releasing this information before, let's just say, the 4th of July? That's a yes? Clear, please. Will Anonymous be releasing information harmful to the felon and people surrounding him before the 4th of July? Oops, sorry. It happens all the time. I'm just trying to relax my hand. Yes. That should be interesting, right? Somebody asked me if Felon 45 and Elroy were faking their disagreement with each other. No. Spirit, is Felon 45 and Elroy Jetson faking their animosity, now animosity, toward each other? No. Now you want to clean? Going around in circles. Spirit, did Felon 45 promise a pardon to Elroy Jetson? The answer would be yes. Let's ask again. Did Elroy pay Felon 45 cash for a pardon for himself? Did Felon 45 agree to a pardon in advance of his assisting the felon of the win of the joust? That's a yes. I want to keep my energy high, but I do want to answer this question. The question is, the Ukrainian children taken by the Russians, where are they? What's their condition? Will they ever be reunited? You know, that kind of a thing. Where are the Ukrainian children that were taken by Russian military? Are they still of the planet? No. Are some of them still breathing? Yes. Are most of them still breathing? No. Will those that are still with us, see how the thing is shaking? It doesn't like the subject. One more. Spirit, please, can I ask just one more about this topic? Yes. Okay, thank you. Of those that are still breathing, will they ever be reunited with their Ukrainian families? That's such a small yes that it doesn't want to answer. It's doing that little shaky thing. It doesn't, it let me ask. It just didn't, it, I don't have an answer. Spirit, are there whistleblowers in the House of White? Yep. Is the chief of staff, Susie, is she leaking any stuff to, let's just say, a journalist or many journalists? Oh, yes. Well, why would she do that? Wouldn't that put her job in jeopardy? Spirit, will her job be in jeopardy? Well, of course it will. Um, okay. I'm basically caught up on questions. We will do a more, a larger spread, if you will, on ETs. And just saying it again, they've been on this planet probably since the beginning of time. I'm not saying I know that for sure, but I suspect that that's true. And like I say, we'll do a more deeper reading. Let's look at these little oracle cards. Adrenaline, roller coaster, ups and downs. Yeah. Love, unconditional compassion, general union. Genuine union. Emotions, like waves in and out, crashing and unpredictable. revenge, punishing, getting even, plotting paybacks. Felon 45. Escape, avoiding, blocking, pushing away, hiding. Felon 45. Side piece, mistress, flirting with others, the other woman, a secret hookup. Felon 45. Butterflies, feeling complete, can't stop smiling. Jealousy, rumors, pettiness, being envious, talking behind someone's back. Foresight, in the future, few days to weeks, few months, direction forward. Deja vu, history repeating itself. Pain, guarded apprehension, putting a wall, excruciating pain. Spirit, protected aura, divine intervention, guardian angel, shielding. I'll take that one. It's a nice deck. I just haven't used it in the longest time. You know, when you put things away, you know, I have like a thing. And you just forget about it and you just don't go back to it. Okay. I'm going to close now for the rest of the day and evening. It is 37, almost 38 minutes in. And I'm wishing you love, light, peace, obviously, because I always am about peace. I wish you guys all the good things and none of the bad. Peace.